We're just learning that the shooter is dead. That is confirmed by NBC News at this moment. We also have confirmed from Hennepin Healthcare that they are treating multiple patients. We're expecting a presser from those healthcare officials in about 15 minutes or so, and that I believe it's Hennepin County Medical Center in Minneapolis that says it's dealing with a crisis, and they are calling it a mass casualty alert that's gone out. So we're still awaiting more information on specific injuries and deaths potentially, even in this tragic incident that is unfolding right now in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Shooting at the Annunciation Catholic School there, which is next to a church. And we read this account from the Minneapolis Star-Tribune as I bring in Tom Manger, who I believe is with us as well. Tom, one thing that stood out to me about this parent who says he or she witnessed the shooter open fire into the church where kids were sitting in pews, according to this one parent describing the scene, saying there were 50 to 100 shots that were fired. It came from outside. It wasn't even inside the building. What strikes you about what we're learning?
Well, I think there are a couple of questions. One, was this just a random shooting where the person that just happens to be where they started shooting? I think the more likely scenario is they know, most people know that on the first day of Catholic school, they have a mass. In fact, oftentimes the children go to mass every morning before they start school. So it would not be unusual for someone to know that that church would be full of students at that point. One of the other things that strikes me is that they're calling for medical professionals to come in. Now, at first I didn't know whether it was to come to the school location, which would have been very unusual, because if you had casualties or injuries at the school, one would think that fire rescue would have already taken them out. The fact that they're calling them at the medical facility is not good news. That means that they have more casualties than they can handle with their emergency room staff, and that again doesn't bode well for how the number of injuries that we might be dealing with here.
I want to play some sound that we have in now from a bystander who says they were a former student at the school. Let's listen.
It breaks my heart, makes me sick to my stomach, knowing that there's probably people I know that are either injured or maybe they were even killed. It doesn't make me feel safe at all at this community that I've been a part of for so long. So me and my friends were talking like this is like our version of 9/11 because we didn't grow up during 9/11. So this is like this with our community. That's what it feels like.
Obviously, a lot of trauma right now in this community as everybody is trying to find their loved ones who may have been in that school and determine exactly what happened. Chris, we now know the shooter died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound is what we're being told by authorities. We don't know if this is a man or a woman. We don't know if it's an adult or a potential teenager. We don't know if it's a student. We don't know if it's somebody who's connected to the school at all or to this church at all. But knowing this person died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, does that mean anything in terms of the investigation?
Well, it certainly does. It likely means the individual had a grievance of some sort, and that will be uncovered either through a manifesto that they left behind or by the exploitation of his or her devices and really just going through their digital footprint. And then, again, interviewing people at the school or his associates. Why did he, which is, more likely than not, almost overwhelmingly, this is going to be a male. Why did he commit this act?
Why is that? Why is it overwhelmingly typically a male?
Statistically speaking, it is, I don't have the data in front of me, but it's like 87%. So, the investigation will uncover this, but more likely than not, history shows us the empirical data that this shooter is likely a male. But what drove them to this? What mobilized them towards violence? The investigation is going to really have to uncover it. I will say, back to the trauma, those surrounding hospitals, Hennepin County Medical Center, University of Minnesota is also a hospital that's right there. They are very familiar with reacting to crisis. and mass casualties. They're also, both hospitals are very good with gunshot wounds. I've worked with both of them. I've been in critical incidents where we've taken people there, and they are consummate professionals, and they will save lives.
Tom, now that the suspect is dead, what is next for law enforcement in terms of their response to this shooting, and a shooting that appears to be a large scale?
Well, it continues to be the care for the injured. Right now, they've got the reunification site getting stood up. That's going to be critical for because they're probably the parent of every child has shown up to the school and wants to confirm, make sure that their child is okay. So the reunification efforts are vitally important. The suspect has to, they'll do that investigation, what their motive was, where they got the gun. All those things will be part of the ongoing investigation. But right now, it is treating the children that are injured. It is dealing with the parents and reunifying the kids with the parents, and just making sure that everyone associated with this incident is getting the help and care that they need. And the counselors that are trained as trauma-informed counselors will be very busy at that school for the next few days, few weeks, few months.